So after seeing the service level agreement and why we have to go for a service level agreement and what is its need in between the client and provider, we are going to see. Before writing out the SLA, I'll just tell you, if you want to build any system, any kind of system, so what you have to do is, first you have to do this qualitative requirement, okay, of that system. Whatever system you may, you just plan, suppose if you are application developer, you are developing on applications, okay, so think about in this way. And if you want to deploy before converting that into a system, you have to do a qualitative requirement. The first one is you have to find out who are the users of an applications, okay, and you have to think in this way, like the whole system. You have to holistic address the system, okay. So you just think about who are the users of that system and who are the developers of that system and who are the stakeholders of the system. This is the first question you have to ask. And next one, what does the system do and what are the main features of that system? And next one is, why is the system needed? And next, when do user need and or want the solution, and when can the developers be done? And how will the system work? How many users will be there and how much data will be there? And I request learners, you please take one small handouts, okay. So you just think about, you are going to develop a small system, any kind of system it may be, like railway reservation system or any kind of, just an example I'm saying, you can just take any kind of the system, okay. So this is a task for you, and after fine-tuning your system, now you have to answer all those questions. So like, who is going to use the system and who are all the users and what, why, when and how. So you have to answer all these qualitative requirement questions about your system, okay. And after writing out all your qualitative requirements, next you have to go with the quantitative requirements, okay. So what is the quantitative requirements? That is in terms of time, people and finance. These are all the three constraints of any kind of the system, okay. Now afterwards, for finding out the quantitative requirement of your system, you have to answer these questions. So what can be achieved from that system? How many users are there? For this case, you have to quantitatively mention. For example, 100 users can use this, or 1,000 users can use this. So likewise, you have to quantitatively write down the answer for this question, okay. How much data is there? That is very important, okay. And what are the rewards and risks may happen for the system, and which features can be launched. That is, your system may have a different features, so you have to prioritize your features and find out which features can be launched. So when you are answering these questions, you please do think about these three constraints: time, people and finance. So I request all of you, please take one system. You just imagine, you just take one system as an example, and then you please to answer this qualitative and quantitative requirement of a system.